mic? I think there's the mic. All right, so let's do some arcade classics. This was one of the ones we worked on. Let's try. This was one of my games. Another one of my games. 1942. We sold the conversion kit. Romstar. It's a pretty good game. Did quite well for it. Oh yeah, still plays the same. Cool thing about the simulators, there's some cheat codes too. I haven't enabled them. Oh, I bet I'm talking too much. Well, that's what it was like back in the day. I don't even know what the settings are. Jeez. Alright, let's see if we can do better this time. Maybe that's what it was like in the old days. They actually might get shot down. We actually did quite well with this title. I think for 3 or 4 years it was one of the top shooters and top earners. Mostly because it had so many levels. And when you get to the end, it's basically the reverse story of the attack on Pearl Harbor. On Pearl Harbor, Japan came to the U.S. In this game, you're actually leaving from the U.S. and the final destination is Tokyo, if I can stop talking and play the game. Yeah, so that was 1941. One of the games that I worked on. Pretty cool. Back in the day. Yeah, no, we're going on. We're going to move forward. So let's see what else we got. Another game. 1943 was another one. I wanted to kind of showcase. Oh, I was going to go far. So let's go deep into maybe like the seas. Because there's so many titles that I worked on that, you know, we'll never get through all of them. So, and a lot of them are popular titles, but I want to find the oddballs too. And this is a pretty good emulator. I mean, if you look at all these titles, I don't think anywhere you can see like so many games from the classic era. And there were so many times when, you know, you go to a trade show and you see these titles and then they release and do really, really well. Dungeons and Dragons was another one. Eco Fighters is another one. It's basically a Capcom title, CPS2. Empire City, we talked about that yesterday. It didn't work, but that was another one. Let's see where we're at here. F1 Dream, I think I mentioned that too. Maybe we'll go a little further. We did Fatal Fury, all the SNK fighters, Fighters History. Final Blow was another one of ours we got from Taito. I wonder if it'll work. Let's see if it'll work. I don't know if the titles worked, but this is one that was licensed to Romstar, and I worked as the technical manager for Romstar. He wasn't a bad boxer. Actually did pretty good for us.
First man in this corner wearing red trunks and weighing 190 pounds. The invincible Black Panther. It's Royce Kid. And in this corner wearing blue trunks and weighing 200.5 pounds, the Black Beast. Jason. Aye.
It was fun back in the day. This might be a good title to stream. I might start streaming at one point. Figured I'd make videos first. Then we'll go live at some point. That would be neat. Maybe I'll figure out a way to make AI so you can play classic titles against each other. This match should be over. Oh, he's trying to make a comeback. Oh, he took me down. Oh, 6, 5, 4. Oh, I didn't get a punch in. Oh man, 5 to 10. I got lit up. So yeah, that was Final Blow boxing game we did. It was okay. We didn't do really well for us. It wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like good. Final Fight was another one of ours. Final Fight was okay. I liked it. Fire Shark was one of ours. I think I showed you Fire Shark yesterday. Flash Cow was one of ours. I don't know if it'll work. The board was built really cheaply with old parts, and when it worked, it was cool. So yeah, we got it from Sega. It was a pretty good game. Well, it wasn't actually Sega. It was like one of Sega's development companies. And we sold it, and a lot of people liked it. You know, it was kind of cheesy looking, but people played it. It was very simple. I guess maybe because it was a girl hero. Oh, he lit me up? Really? Sometimes the game would freeze. Back when games were simple. Really? Really? Oh, almost didn't see that because of the background. Gotta get the timing right. Really? Well, that was Flash Gal. It was a decent title. I mean, we didn't do really good numbers with it, but I think we only had to pay for what we sold, so it wasn't the end of the world. Flying Shark, was Flying Shark ours? I think Flying Shark was one of mine. Oh wait, I showed you Flying Shark, I think. Flying Shark was one of ours. We worked with Toll Plant and Tidal. Oh yeah, this one didn't work. It sucks when it doesn't work. Sometimes it returns okay, sometimes it doesn't. Really the ones that aren't built on systems, like the Tidal is a system, the CPS is a system, SNK's Neo Geo is a system. The ones that aren't built on systems sometimes aren't that stable. But as far as a collection of titles, man, I think I got a little bit of everything here. Gonru. Did I ever play Gonru live? It was one of our SNK games. I think I liked Gonru, but I never played it. It was one of the Neo Geo systems, and basically it was an arcade system where you could make cartridges. Oh, it was a Visco title. Yeah. Visco was one of SNK's development companies. Wasn't a bad game. I mean, for back in the day. And for 2D graphics. How to play. Move forward. Try to kill the ninja. Jump. Do ninja spin. And throw ninja star. Or actually do pretty cool ninja. Alright. I think I got it. Let's go. Treasure. There we go. Really? It's a little slow on control. Maybe I need a new battery. Really? That didn't go as well as I would have hoped. Glitching a little bit. Still not a bad scenario when you consider the pretty good creation of the classic. You guys light me up. Well, that's how it goes. That was another title we did back in the day. Let's see what else we got. Garu Mark of the Wolves. This one was well received. You know, SNK had a lot of people developing games, and this particular developer made larger characters. So most of the SNK games were smaller characters. So this one was cool because it was larger characters. It's a fun game. Did really well. I think a couple different versions came out. It was probably even ported over to the consoles. Part of the Neo Geo system. And we had sold the Neo Geo 1 slot. That was Romstar's contribution to SNK.
Rock Howard. It's round 1. Fight!
Oh, he got lit up.
Round 2. Fight! KO.
Yeah. Got my butt whooped.
Final round. Fight!
Go. I don't know if I ever told you the story of Capcom SNK, but the guy who made King of Fighters used to work for Capcom. we left Capcom and went to SNK, and that's why Capcom like single style fighting. Because the head SNK guys used to be Capcom guys. Capcom had a CPS system, and Neo had a I think Capcom had really strong titles, and SNK had a plethora of fairly well received titles with some pretty standout titles. But, you know, I think Capcom is one shop, and SNK was the development system, so there was
Round 1.
50, 100 shops. She got lit up.
Round 2. Fight! Final round. Fight!
Oh, denied. This isn't gonna end well.
KO!
I knew it.
きっと会えるよね。
Continue. Game over.
Yeah, it was a fun game. Mark of the Wolves. So yeah, I had a really good time back in the day making games. All kind of games, all types. You know, some of them came out and was really fun to play. I still think a lot of the classics. Ghost Pilots was a shooter that we had at SNK, and it did okay for us. You know, it was SNK's version of 1942, which is where we started. This is the Neo Geo version. At the time, it was, you know, top of the line graphics, but it was a cartridge system, so it was pretty cool. As you can see the similarity. Now you can tell it looks almost exactly like it. Or not exactly, but quite similar planes. Quite similar layout. Oh, maybe I'll make this channel SK with Capcom. I'm probably one of these. Actually, I'm not the only person. A lot of people went back and forth, but there was a few of us who also worked at SNK and Capcom. So, maybe I'll pull out my SNK and Capcom but pull out my business card. Anyway, that was 1941 similar game Ghost Pilots. What else we got? Ghosts and Goblins. Let's see if it works, just because it was one of the first games that Romstar got to do with Capcom. We had worked with them since the beginning, but this is one of the first games they let us license. And at the time, we were the first ones that made conversion kits. That was my job. I was a prototype engineer, and I helped build the product that became the first, not the first, but some of the early conversion kits. And a lot of these games, we import the PCBs from Japan, and in the US we put them in a box, and I would help work on the wiring, and we'd do the graphics, and we would sell it for about $2,000, and it would make maybe $400 a week in the beginning, and probably pay for itself in a month and a half, and then continue to make money indefinitely. So this was the sequel, I believe, to Ghouls and Goblins. So this is an interesting title. I don't hear it, so I'm wondering if the emulator's not working correctly. Oh, it works. There we go. The reason why I had a job was because Capcom would bring these games over from Japan, and when I would do the market test, it would end up being too hard. So we would test it as is, and I would adjust the settings a little bit easier, and it would make a little bit more money, and that's how I got to stay at Capcom and xsnk, because they would produce titles that didn't fit for the market, and my job as the lead technical guy, prototype guy, was to help them figure out how to make the games make more money, and I was actually pretty good at it. And I'm still doing it today. That's why I'm making videos, because I was working with games, and I thought, well, you know, might as well put all the games I worked on and show some of the games I played, since I'm technically a professional video game guy. Having worked at Capcom and xsnk, pretty rare group of people. Oh! I know, I'm gabbing on, reminiscing about the good old days. Anyway, let's keep this video going, because it's getting good right now. I used to love doing this. So hard though. The cool thing about the Capcom games is they weren't super hard, but it did take a little bit of skill. You couldn't just, you know, walk through it and play. You had to time it. You had to think of it as a polished game with surprises, you know. And you can see here where the Ghosts and Goblins does the old man stuff, kind of like the xsnk did the old man stuff. So they didn't take after each other, but I think they did look at what each other did and saw the benefit. Oh man. Let's go. Good. Oh, I went up there to get that barrel and it cost me my whole game. Anyway, That's enough for today, people. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.